morning. It's Friday, September the 18th, so it must be time for another legislative update from your North Carolina Medical Society. And this week, I want to encourage you, if you haven't already, to apply for the PPE supplies that the Medical Society has received from the North Carolina General Assembly. So as a reminder, in that first coronavirus relief package, the Medical Society received a $5 million appropriation from the North Carolina General Assembly to provide our independent practices with PPE. So if you are a independent practice that is in need of PPE, or you would like to start stockpiling PPE, this can be used for that purpose as well. So please apply for that. I know many of you are waiting for our announcement of how we're going to distribute the financial relief from the $25 million appropriation. We're not quite ready to do that yet. Our foundation team is working very hard on figuring out the formula and the process in which we're going to get that out. But we do have the PPE live and still available. So if you know a practice in your area or a colleague in your area, a friend that maybe has not applied for that funding, or that PPE already, be sure to share that with them. We'd love to send them some PPE. Next thing I want to talk about is the North Carolina census. And you're probably thinking, what does the census have to do with politics or healthcare in North Carolina? And I'm going to share with you that it is incredibly important that every single person in North Carolina is counted in the census, because North Carolina is one of the states that could receive an additional House congressional member based upon our increased population as a state. Now, this funding is also, the count is also important for funding appropriations like CHIP, Medicaid, Medicare, school nutrition programs, and a number of other different entities that draw down on that census data for distributing funds, or using that as a calculation as a part of the process in determining how much funding each state receives. So it is incredibly important. If you have not completed your census yet, please do that. Please encourage your patients to participate in it as well. This is something you could maybe provide in your waiting room right now for patients to fill out and consider while they have some extra time on their hands. Now, the final thing I want to talk to you about is another resource for you, and the North Carolina Medical Society blog will have a page for you to look at North Carolina Medical Society members and member spouses who are running for office in this election cycle. So we hope this will be a useful resource to you to see your peers that are running and their spouses who are running for office as you're making your decisions about who you will vote for this November. As a reminder, there are only 46 days left in this election cycle. So we're gearing up towards election day. Be sure that you have requested your absentee ballot if you are hoping to vote that way. Don't forget, you can drop it off at an early voting site if you don't want to mail that application back, but make sure you vote. That's all I have for you this week. Look forward to talking to you again next week.